Hey everybody, it's May, and today I want to show you a perfect solution for the Plum Paper Daily and Hourly Daily planners with something that I offer in my shop. So if that seems interesting, just stay tuned. Okay guys, so as you know, last week I introduced the Build Your Stash and I did a Faith Release edition, right? So I was nice to myself today and went out to the studio and cut some of the things that I didn't have yet. You know, my own copies, like some of the deco pretties, the full sheets. Ooh, I'm sorry. I am like way out of frame. The full sheets that I had done on the first function on Friday. And I cut myself one of all the Build Your Stash. So, really quickly, for those who didn't see it, a lot of people think it's the Faith Kit. It's not the Faith Kit. This is just a Faith edition of the Build Your Stash. So, let's go ahead and look at, let's look at kit number 4, because I think that was so pretty. Okay, so you get this sheet of torn corners, okay? Let me see if I can zoom y'all in. Well, that's as far as we're going to be zooming. Well, let's do like that. My goodness. All right. So you get torn corners and 4 different, patterns that are great for using in your Bible study, your faith journal, whatever you want to use when you're decorating in your Bible, however you like to use it. This is just some nice stickers that can go along, and they're removable. So if you put them down on your Bible pages, trust me, if they come out of the Hobonichi, they're going to come off your Bible pages. So then here are just the washi strips in the 4 patterns. Then you have some brush strokes. You have these thin washi strips that are wider, they're taller in height than they are as the add-on, okay? And then you get, you could get a sheet of date dots 1 through 31 and enough days of the week scripts to do 4 weeks. So, you could literally turn this into, this is the thick washi, right? So you could literally layer this on top of the thick washi or the thin washi and turn these into header strips for a planner. Maybe a planner option I don't offer kits for. And then the last option in the Build Your Stash kits is the journaling elements, okay? So I have been asked if I was going to bring back the Plum Paper Hourly Daily and the Daily. And I was like, I don't know. I don't think I want to do that. So I was playing around with it, and I was like, I can offer a 1-page, kit. And then I was like, well, let me see if these things would work. And if they do, this was the Faith edition. So that means there's going to be a regular edition with non-faith, washi patterns and stuff. So I was like, I had a couple people say, could you do all of your kits in this right here, the Build Your Stash, like kits 1 through 20, and every release do it as a Build Your Stash. And I was like, yeah, but how does that help people? So after I had been asked that, I went ahead and I got out the Plum Paper planners, because you guys, I don't throw anything away. So this is the Hourly Daily, right? So I'm going to use the same washi patterns in all 6. I've got the 2 large, the 2 7x9, and the A5 for the Hourly Daily and the Daily. So this is the Hourly Daily in the 7x9. So let's pull off this washi strip since it's bright enough, The lights are kind of taking over my desktop because it's getting dark outside. So if you were to use this as a header, okay, all you have to do is cut your washi and it's going to work, okay? That's it. That's all you got to do. And I didn't cut hard enough. Come on. So it fits perfectly. And you have 2 washi strips to be able to mirror it on the other side should you choose. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do it. I will show you. If this is your planner, all you got to do is line it up on the top of these boxes, this long box right here, and just go all the way across. I mean, it will work perfect, okay? Now, this is the Faith Edition. But if I was to offer this, which I do believe I will, because I said this was just the Build Your Stash Faith Edition, so that means I need to do one that's a non-faith, and I'll do the kits. So that way, if you're using the hourly daily or the daily in the plum paper, no matter what the size, you have an option to at least be able to get the headers, some journaling elements, and the scripts, you know, to be able to make this your days of the week. Use lots of functionals, and you're good to go. I mean, by the time you would put this and maybe, I mean, I don't know what the brush strokes would look like in here, but what we could do is let's take a thin washi, right? If you wanted to have your own custom scripts and you wanted to like cover up these areas, it will literally work, people. It will fit in that area. It sure will. I mean, you could literally do it. Let's see. I mean, maybe you want to mix and match. I don't really know. Okay. And let's do this area. I cut that one a little bit short because y'all know I'm not using a ruler. I'm just like testing this to see it because I didn't go this far. But this is why I do things on camera, because I like to see stuff. So let's say, you know, we can pull this off. We can say that this is Tuesday. And then you could put your date dot over here. Let's say it's the 31st, you know. There you go. Whoops. At least make it straight. I mean, we're trying to show an example here, right? Okay, so we got that. Now, what else in the kit could work? What else could we do to hook this up right here? We have the journaling elements. We have these washi strips right here. You know, they're going to be very wide in here, I will not lie. That's torn corners. Let's see what will the brush strokes look like in there? That's interesting. That's a thought. That's a thought. Try not to tear up my whole kit because I do want my kit. Let's see. Well, guys, where in the world are the brush strokes? Because I know they're in here. I need these two to show as an example. There they are. They're right there on top. Goodness gracious. Okay, so let's say we're trying to cover up that area right there, right? Well, I mean, if you're willing to put it like line to line, because it's going to fit right in between those two daggone lines, you could do that, and you could white out that line. I mean, that is up to you. But the main thing I was wanting to check was that the thick washi would work as headers, and then, of course, you can always pick up the sheet that's in the Build Your Stash selections for your date dots and your scripts. So this is 7x9 hourly daily. Let's look at the 7x9 daily. We're going to test them all, and then I'm going to stop the video. Okay, so this is just the daily. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pick, I don't know, let's pick this blue one, right? Still the thick washi. So I would just, uh-oh, I got to sneeze. Hang tight. Sorry, guys. That one come up on me quick. All right, so as you can see, I'm just putting it like along the line. It's over it to cover it, okay? And then you can just cut it right there. It's going to work. Well, I cut it too short, but you know what I mean. You've got plenty left over, so you would just cut it the right way. So it's going to work in the daily and the hourly daily for the 7x9, the thick washi, okay? So let's go ahead and let's look at the large hourly and large hourly daily. Ooh. Okie dokie, so which one is this one? This is the daily. So let's set that there. And flip the page open that I haven't already been testing all kinds of stuff on. And here we go for the hourly daily. Okay? So same deal, thick washi. Let's go ahead and pull the crosses. Alright. You would just, this one you don't have to touch the box. You would just start at the edge of the box, you know. And check it out, my peoples. You don't even need to cut this one. This one is just right. Okay? I got that down a little crooked. Let's do it again. Same pattern. We go to the edge of this line. Let's do it. Yep, yep, yep. And there we go. Let's get it straight. Line to line, people. It's going to work. So thick washi will work in the hourly daily. Yeah, hourly daily. Alright, last one for the large. One more time, thick washi. Let's grab this one. And here we go for the daily. I'm putting it right at the edge of the line. and I'm going all the way across. So like I said, one sheet of the thick washi gives you enough washi strips to do a whole week of your headers. And then if you pick this one sheet up one time, it'll do your entire month. So there is an option, even though I don't make kits for the hourly daily or the daily, there is an option to be able to make them pretty and go along with like everybody else's planner option. Okay, so let's look at the A5s. The A5s are where we get a little teeny bit different. As you can see, I'm always testing stuff, guys. I never get rid of my books. I might update them, but I never get rid of them. So, the A5, here's the kicker. You still need these scripts, okay? But you need the thin washi. So, let's grab the crosses. This is the daily. And we're going to just start on top of that one and go all the way across. Okay? And I'm just going to take my slice tool and do like that. But I am a little curious to see the size of the scripts on here. So, let's go ahead and let's do it. I mean, is it going to be too wide? Actually, I'm okay with it. It's just very bold on there. I will show you. It doesn't exactly go over the washi except for the little bit of the Y. But I mean, you guys, it's totally going to work. Let's say it's the 30th of the month. Alright. So see, your A5 daily, you need the thin washi. Okay? Oops. Alright, so let's check the A5 hourly daily. Again, with the thin washi. Okay, let's do it. We just did the crosses, so let's do the green and the one with the writing. Okay. And here we go. Thin washi, as you can see, totally works. And it's going to look the exact same way when we put a script on. We'll even do the really big script Wednesday. Okay? And I'll try to get that W all the way up to the top of the washi. I wouldn't mind if it just hung over the bottom. I don't think I'd want to take my script all the way to the top of the washi, but to each their own. So I wanted to let you guys know that for those of you who were like, you didn't bring back the hourly daily or the daily, there are options. So since this is Build Your Stash, okay, and once a month there will be a Build Your Stash. Well, for the new release, Build Your Stash will have kits 1 through 24, okay? So every new release for the regular non-faith Build Your Stash options, you will have the Build Your Stash that matches your kits. I hope that makes sense. So I just wanted to come on here and do a really quick share and show you guys that literally, if you got the A5, you just need a thin washi sheet, and this one sheet will do the entire month. And if you have the large or the 7x9, you would need the one sheet of thick washi, as well as the date dots and scripts. So I hope that answered some questions for my A5, 7x9, and large plum paper people who were wondering, you know, about the planner options not being there for them anymore. You guys, there's just not enough people that stay in the planner. The truth is, a lot of people start these planners, but they don't stay in them. So it's a very minimal investment to get like a sheet of the washi and a sheet of the scripts and date dots to be able to put down some color. You could pick up the journaling elements if you like to add a little bit more here or there. But generally, if you're using this planner, you're very functional. And I am now loving the style of being a functional planner to where I just put down like the headers, a little bit of washi and journaling elements, and I go for it with all my deco pretties, all my little functional stickers, and just do it all that way. It's probably not what you call a functional planner, but in my brain, that's what I am these days. So I just wanted to come on here and show you guys that there are some options for you, and on the new release, I will do the Build Your Stash for kits 1 all the way through the new release, which is kit number 24, and that will be on August 5th. It's had to be pushed back because of so many doctor's appointments with my hands, but I will have that listed for you on August 5th. So until I see you guys again for another video, y'all have a nice day. Bye.